What did you make of Dele Alli? You mentioned it. So many times we've had already a bit under Mourinho, not so much with Nuno because they didn't fancy him, played him a little bit towards the end. But could this be like the latest sort of revival, if you want? I mean, he missed that chance. Even if Alisson doesn't touch the ball, it still goes wide because Alisson doesn't touch it enough to go within inside of the post. It's a big miss, but at least he was there. He saw the run. He made it. Trent was way behind him, by the way, on that one too. I don't know. I'm still a bit like, okay, with the talent that he has and the physicality, everything that he has, all the attributes, he still should do better than this.
Yeah.
But at least it looks like in glimpse of what he could bring to this team.
But what we have to realise is that even when he was at his very best, I never thought he was a great technical player.
Yeah.
He's not a player he's not a Glenn Hoddle with his passing or a top player with his passing. He's not a great manipulator of the ball to get away from tight situations. His major strength when he was at his very best was making forward runs and his finishing. Good in the air. Yeah. You know, we remember that goal against Strong, bring balls down on his chest and volley them in. That's what he's good at doing. So you need other players to be good passers of the ball to see your runs. Well, I think what happened to him is that I don't know whether he lost focus, but he lost a bit of fitness, so he wasn't making those forward runs. He lost a bit of confidence. I think he probably had one or two issues with the managers, but it's been a long time since he was at his very best. And he had glimpses under Mourinho on 2 or 3 occasions, and Nuno once or twice. But this has got to be over the next 10 games. It can't just be one half-decent game and everyone's saying Dele Alli's back. You know, this is a player that's gone from being an England international to a player that can't get anywhere near the Spurs team for a while.
No, that's
so
true.
He's got to get back to his best, and he's got to have the role in the team that suits his style of play. And I think under Antonio Conte, having seen his teams play, he always has one midfield player, or the two wider in the midfield 3, the 2 wider players do have license to run forward. Because they're playing with wing backs who will sometimes be deeper, sometimes be forward. And Dele Alli can do what Vidal did for Juventus when Antonio Conte had him there, which was make forward runs time and time again.
So you think this could be his 11? That now he's been here like I think 6 weeks or 8 weeks or something like that. There's always a question mark on Ndombele because obviously I'm a big fan.
I'm a big fan of his.
He's a Paris-born and boy kid as well, so I'm completely biased on him. I love the guy. I can understand the frustration from some Spurs fans or even former manager or even current manager. Not so long ago, Conte said that Ndombele has to work harder, which I completely understand and agree with.
Can he work harder? Is it a fitness issue or is it just a mental injury? Doesn't see the necessity to close down?
No, I think if he wants to, he could. I think he loves having the ball more than anything else. And you see on the first goal by Kane, his ability, great ball. You know, I think he sees it. He's ahead of everybody else. The problem is, I think the work rate has been an issue for what. But I saw him at Lyon, for example, the first season, where in terms of work ethic, it was amazing.
Well, I saw them play Man City, Lyon, where him and Aouar were absolutely magnificent. And every time the ball went into Ndombele, unlike many midfield players, he changed defence into attack because he could turn with the ball. He could manipulate the ball, and suddenly he's got turned, and now he can see the forward pass.
For such a big guy, the technical ability is incredible.
Was fantastic. So hopefully he gets a run in the side.
So you would keep that, so no room for Lucas Moura, I don't know, Bergwijn, Skip, Højbjerg, people like that?
Højbjerg could come in as the holding midfield player in place of Harry Winks.
Winks for
you take Winks out the side because Winks, I don't think, has got the energy or dynamism to make forward runs and press the ball that high up the field. He's very much a holding midfield player who does the job better. Yesterday, Winks played well, but I've seen Winks over the last 2 years be really poor. So who does he pick in that position? It could be any one of Højbjerg, Skip, or Winks. But
he needs a bit of stability now, right?
Yeah, and I think I would go after that game. You're going to have to go with Winks for maybe 2 or 3 games, and if he doesn't perform like he did yesterday, then Højbjerg can come back into the side. But I think the system is the system that he always loves. Antonio Conte. That's what he played when he was the Italian manager. That's what he played when he was Juventus manager. He changed it slightly at Chelsea because he had a front 3, which was Pedro, Hazard and Diego Costa, which he tried when he first came to Spurs, realised it hasn't worked, so he's gone to a front 2.
Big goal for Harry Kane. And you saw how much in the celebration, how much it meant. Of course, I think he scored only 1 in the Premier League before, that in that game against Newcastle. So, huge game which could make a difference now for weeks to come.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.